Welcome back, everybody. In Lesson 6, we're going to go more in depth into editing rhythms and pitches. Editing pitches we've already gone over. Let's just review a couple of things. First of all, escape twice to make sure nothing is selected. And then to edit a note, you just select it. You zoom in a little bit. And then you remember you can use up and down arrows or command up and down arrows to change it in octave. You can also move left or right through each of the individual notes by using the left and right arrows. You could add an accidental by, with the note selected, coming down to your keypad and selecting the note that you want to alter. You can also add intervals by holding down Shift or just hitting the number that you want to add. So in this case, I'm hitting 3 because I want to add thirds. If I want to go down and add a third below it, and remember you use Shift. It's also possible to change the pitch of the note by dragging the note and also hitting one of the letters of the notes on the QWERTY keys. If we take this half note right here and we change this into a quarter note, what happens is it adds a quarter note and then the additional quarter note value is replaced with a rest. If we take an eighth note, for example, and turn it into a quarter note, it's going to eliminate this note right here in favor of the whole quarter note value that will be on this note. And you can see, indeed, that's what's happened. So if we take this and turn this into a half note, again, it's going to delete everything all the way up to the next half note valuation. You can also cut, copy, and paste inside of Sibelius. So for example, we wanted to make a contiguous selection from here to here, and then hit copy, Command C, and then paste it right here. Using Command V, we could easily do that. It's going to overwrite anything that is underneath, in this situation, a half note worth of eighth note. You can also cut notes. So select that and then hit Command X, and it'll take those notes and replace them with rest. It's also possible to copy from one location to another. So you could take and select those two eighth notes, copy that, and maybe paste it right here. Or, for example, here. There's also a repeat function that's really handy. So once you have a note selected or a selection made, you can just hit R for repeat. And whatever you have selected, either a selection itself or a note, it will repeat that as many times as you hit R. So this is another great way, for example, if you're going to enter a note value, let's say here on the oboe part, and we decide we're going to enter an eighth note, like that, and then we're going to add a bunch of additional eighth notes, we can just hit R a bunch of times to add eighth notes for the remainder of, in this case, this bar. Okay, let's talk about quick copy. Quick copy is a way to avoid having to go Command C and then place your cursor where you want to paste and hit Command V. It allows you to do it with one click. So what you do is you select a bar or select an object, and then take that, and then all you have to do is Option and click where you want to paste it. Option, click, and it will paste whatever you had selected into this new location. So if I want to take this bar and paste it every third bar, I could do that by just selecting it and then go Option, Paste, Option, Paste. One thing you have to be aware of is it's going to paste it wherever you place your cursor. So if I go like this and Option click it right here on beat 2, that's where it's going to start that paste. So you have to be careful when you're pasting that you're pasting in the location that you want to be in. There really isn't a way in Sibelius to nudge rhythms to the right or left. So in other words, if I wanted this particular rhythmic figure to actually start on beat 3, I can't nudge all these. The only way I can do that is by selecting everything and then pasting where I want that to start. So now you can see it starts on beat 3, and if I wanted to, I could go in here and select and make that a half note rest, and now I've essentially nudged all this rhythmically to the right. Same thing with time signatures. If we add a time signature, say maybe 3/4, what you'll notice is that all of these notes remain. None of them are deleted. So for example, it doesn't go over here and delete this D to make there only be 3 beats in the bar. If I put a 3/4 bar here, it'll just move this D to be the downbeat of the next bar. If I do that, you see the basic outline of the notes, the sequence of the notes remains the same. It's just they've been shifted in time.